I'm back. Nothing serious, just for a little chit chat. I never really come online like without a topic. So I just figure it's Saturday, it's late. Why not just shoot the shit with you guys? Let's see. I usually don't do this, so I'm not in any kind of algorithm right now. And I know people that, like to just come on and talk about nothing, or just, that could be their thing, just talking, and that's cool too. But usually I have a topic, you know. So let's just chill this Friday. I already did my live before this on Blueface. So right now I'm just chilling. Right now I'm just chilling. But what actually got me to come on is because, you know, um, sometimes I just see people that others or people that they know might be, trying to help them in a good way or trying to give them advice, but it's like they're hard-headed or they think they know better. And honestly, sometimes that just gets me a little bit, annoyed, because they don't realize that although they're getting some traffic and, I don't know, they think they're getting the attention that they're looking for, but they don't realize the attention is not really good for them, and it's not reality, especially when it's people in your real life that are trying to give you advice, and you're not just taking it. Like, you don't see the cues of that person being, a little bit annoyed that they might be trying to give you advice, like the type of people that you are around, and that maybe you should, look at things different. And for, people to think that just because somebody's giving them advice that they might be jealous of them or something like that is just ridiculous to me, especially when people that are trying to give them advice is somebody that they really know really well. Um, so yeah, that's just some real, things that I was thinking of. Hey, Liam. So, I'm just tired of certain people. I'm not going to name any names, but if the shoe fits, lace it up. Um, you guys ever try to give anyone some good advice, and literally good advice? You're not judging them in no way. You literally are just trying to help them, and they just swear they know everything. Hey, Leah, my day was well. Thank you. Thank you. Please double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Thank you. Hey, D'Angelo. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, and it's freaking annoying, especially when they right away they think that you're jealous of them, or they think you're trying to tell them what to do. Like, bitch, I am not. And I'm not saying that as a female. I'm just saying in general. Like, no, first of all, nobody's jealous of you. Second of all, I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just trying to give you some good advice. I'm not trying to hurt you in any way. I don't want you to do what I say. I just want you to take some time to think if what you're doing is right. Like, yes, it's getting you the attention you want. Yes, it's getting you the attention you need. But are you getting the attention from people that are good for you? People that will bring you something of quality? You know? Thanks, D'Angelo. I don't know how to take that. Because nobody actually tells me I'm not, but thanks. Diedrich, welcome. And I'm not looking for any validation like that anyway. But thank you. Thank you. I know I'm different. It's all good, you know? I don't care. I'm me. I can't change my face. Even if I had the money, I'm not, I'm me. Take it or leave it. It is what it is, I'm me. Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. So yeah, I've been watching, and when I say watching, I be like observing certain people, you know, and I'm seeing people, just don't, not that they don't want to listen, that they don't want to take advice from people that actually care about them, that are trying to help them, like they think that everything they're doing it the right way, but they're actually not. And although I'm not perfect, I know that they're not, because you can just tell by the quality of people that be around them, you know? It's just always negative. There's, of course, there's a few, positive people in the bunch, but if there's like 100 people around you and only like 15 of them are of good quality, doesn't that say something? You know what I'm saying? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. So, yeah. So, they think that they're not doing what the person says, but actually they're just being hard headed. You know what I'm saying? They're convinced that that they got it all figured out. And who really has it all figured out? you know Even CEOs have people that give them advice for their companies, whether they go for it or not. They do listen to the advice that you know somebody's gonna give them, whether it's a financial advisor or something like that. They still look listen to the advice somebody is bringing to them you know So, what's the crazy part? People that just started whatever venture they're on, and they're brand new, still learning, but they be talking like they're experts, or they are like half and half. They say they don't know everything, but then on the other hand, they take the advice that people are giving them as in a wrong way, you know? And they're making themselves seem like experts, and that's not cool, you know? So, here's the thing. When people close to you are trying to give you advice, not hate, not shade, just actual advice, it's usually because they see something you don't. Remember that. Usually it's because they see something you don't. And maybe, just maybe, you should listen. Maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't judge them and think that, number one, they don't know what they're talking about. Two, they're just trying to tell you what to do. Three, that they're judging you. You know? Like, come on, wake up. you know but instead of listening, these people just are focused on themselves, focus on the numbers, focus on you know all those kind of things, but they're not actually doing anything to really help themselves, their business. you know they say their business is about one thing, but all they're doing is something else. So maybe they should take some advice from their friends and their family that are trying to teach them a different way, and make them see that the people surrounding them are really not there for them. you know they're not there for their business. They're there for, their looks or things like that. And I mean, if that's what, you want, fine. But honestly, that's not going to get you to where you really want to be. Um, because eventually, when you start actually doing more of your business, you're going to see those people that are usually there for you when you're not really talking about your business, when you're talking more about yourself or just nothing. Those people are not going to really be there when you actually want to talk about how important your business is and what you're trying to do with your business and how you're trying to grow. Are they really going to help you grow, or are they going to say, "Oh, nah, this is boring. I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm out." You know? So do y'all think that numbers matter more than quality, or quality brings numbers? What do you guys think? Cause for me, I think numbers with no foundation don't last. You know, you can go viral tomorrow, but if your content is messy, negative, unaligned, if it's not really about what you want to present or bring to the table, you're going to attract the wrong people, you know? And the wrong people don't just leave comments. They bring drama, they bring chaos, they bring fake support and bad energy. And then for your quality people that come to, give you support, if they continue to see all that negativeness, all that messiness, all that just nastiness, craziness, they're going to eventually not want to come visit you, and you're going to lose your quality people, and then you're going to have nothing but those messy, you know, non-quality people. And is that what you really want? Exactly, BB. Quality for sure, right? Exactly. Hey, Karen. Well, it's technically Saturday. But for some people it's still Friday, so I'll say happy Friday. you know? So so yeah, bring the wrong people around you are just gonna bring chaos, fake support, and bad energy. And do you really want to grow like that? Do you really want to grow with the wrong energy just because of numbers? That's a question that I want, you all to answer, if you watch this live. Is quality better, or do you just do anything to get to the top? Do you agree to everything and anything? Do you allow anything and everything just to get to the top? And also, what about those people that are not of good quality? you know um do you actually want them around your business, around your platform? Do you want them around your children? Especially, that your child comes into the business, comes into your platform. Do you really want those non-quality people around when your child is watching? That's another question to ask. To me, I rather grow my business, my platform, whatever it is, slow and steady, instead of growing rapidly from the wrong people. That's just how I feel, you know? Hey, sister teachers, how are you? Nice to see you. Big Stepper. Hey, Big Stepper. Big Stepper. Happy Friday/Saturday, wherever you are. Some people it's Friday, some people it's Saturday. The East Coast is Saturday technically. The West Coast it is Friday. But thank you. Oh, I'm in New York too. All right. So yes, what 1:30 where we are. Woo. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for double tapping the screen. I greatly appreciate you. I'm just talking about quality over quantity, basically. Some people are hard-headed. Some people do not want to listen to advice because right away they think that you're jealous or something like that, or it's or even maybe like you don't want to see them grow. And to me, that's just ignorant because everybody, like I said, everybody, even CEOs take advice from people, you know, because sometimes you need those people that are looking from the outside in to help you grow because they might see things that you don't see and they just want to give you some advice on how to help you grow. Hey sis. Thank you, sister teacher. I appreciate you. So yeah, so that's the part that really bothers me. When you try to give people advice and things like that, and right away they take it as jealousy or things like that. Basically, it's jealousy. So most people think when you try to give them advice that either you're jealous of them or that you're judging them. And if you're a person like me, that's not me. I don't know. That might not be you. I don't, when I'm giving people advice, I'm not trying to judge them or anything. I just want to see them doing better. I just want better for them and genuinely. Like, I don't see a person's situation and judge them right away because I know that, there's a lot of situations that people just, you know, don't know how to deal with or don't know how to handle. And not everybody is going to handle things the way I do. So why judge them? You know what I'm saying? Um, but to me, if you want to say you want a healthy business or a positive platform, say you want to promote something healthy, something positive, something uplifting, but you letting all these negative people in. I don't know, does that make sense? Does that align with what you really want with your business or platform? Like you could be growing your business, fast with all these non-quality people. But is that what you really want? Because, like I said, eventually, when people see all these negative people around you in your business, on your platform, all your quality people are going to say, peace out. And then you're not going to have any of your quality people, the ones that you can actually trust around you. Do you really want people that are just going to tell you what you want to hear? Like, let's be honest. Like, these people that come in here say I'm ugly. You think I give a care? Because guess what? Like I said, I can't change this face. You know? I was born like this. You know? So you think you're gonna get to me? Hell no, you're not gonna get to me. I don't give a damn. The hell. I'm me. And that's why I started showing myself because you know what? I can change myself. You know what? And I've always never cared about my looks because trust me, I never I never was behind. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, you know? I never had a problem getting a man, so whatever. But it came out all right. You see, it came out like a light brown. Over here it's like You see the blonde because this is where my white hair is. But yeah, it came out all right. It came out like a light brown. It came out cool. Right now, my hair's a mess, guys. Whatever. Like I said, I'm just trying to be me. For the first like 6 months of streaming, I hid my face. I hid myself, and no longer. I'm coming on, whether I look cute, whether I'm, just chilling in the house. I don't care. I'm me because you can just scroll on if you don't like it. But I'm not here to be promoting my looks or anything like that. I'm just here to promote me, my channel, my content, you know. And I just hope that you guys like me for me. Thank you, Karen, for asking about my hair. Oh, sis, you are a beautiful woman. I hope one day you can just be you. I hope you can be you and just show yourself because you are a beautiful woman, you know? You definitely have nothing to hide because you're a beautiful woman. Um, but yeah, so if you say you want something healthy and everything like that, shouldn't the people you surround yourself be the same way? Shouldn't you have people around you that are gonna help you grow? In a positive way, or do you want people around your business or in your platform, in your chat, in your comments, only to be negative, 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 and then every sporadic there's somebody positive in there? Do you want people that are gonna lie to you every day, or do you want people that are gonna be able to give you some advice and you not take it the wrong way? You know? But honestly, I do think that there are people that actually want the lies just because it feeds their ego, you know? And I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time, but today it got to me because I saw somebody that, hold on 1 minute, sorry guys. Yeah, and that's what I learned, Karen, that people like to see a face instead of just a screen. And that's why I decided, to show my face more often. Like, am I always going to be on screen? Maybe not. But I'm going to try my best to be on screen more than I was before. I know people, it gets more personable when people see a face. But yeah, I want Lily says that she wants people to be honest with her even if the truth hurts. Yes. Yeah, right? Big Stepper, New York, sirens everywhere. Especially when you live on a main street. So, yeah. So, that's how I feel. I want people to be honest with me, if you have advice for me, give it to me, you know? I'll definitely listen to it. Maybe you'll help me because I actually surround myself with people that are not afraid to give me advice, whether it's for me in real life, whether it's for my platform, regardless, and I welcome it. I welcome it. I don't take it as a judgment or anything. I don't stop calling you. I don't stop texting you. I don't talk shit to other people and say, "Oh, this, B, you know, is telling me this or telling me that, like who she thinks she is or anything like that. I welcome that. I am too, Big Stepper. Oh my goodness. I am too. That's funny. But yeah, but there's honestly people that just want those kind of people around them. The people that are just gonna entertain them. But when you're supposed to be entertaining on your platform, and even when you're in that mood that you want to be serious and talk about your business and what you got going for you and what you plan for your business or platform, and then you have those negative people that are around you or in your chat, what is that really doing for you? You know, you think because of all the engagement, all the views, all the clicks, that that's doing something good for you, but in all reality, it's not. And you don't see it, then you're blind to it because they are feeding your ego so much. And I know that some people go through things in real life that this is an outlet for them, and I do understand that. But trust me, when you bring your actual content, when you bring your actual business, you know, when you show people your real business and what you have, you know, what you really have for yourself, believe me, the right people will come along. The people you actually need to help you. You know, do you think that these negative people are going to help your business grow? They're not even going to want to support your business. You think they're going to even, do you think they're really going to support your business? Do you? Or do you think that they're just there to feed your ego and actually they're just there to make themselves feel good too? You know, and especially if they're looking at you in a way that you're not trying to promote yourself, if they're just you know, if you're talking about something serious that went on in your life, or you're talking about how you want your business to grow, and they're talking about how you look, or you know, or whatever, say, or whatever, that they want to date you or whatever, because on this platform, you know, that's how it goes usually in these damn chats. You know, that's how just people are. Is that really what you want? I don't think so. You know, um so you really have to watch the people you allow near you, especially when you have children. Like, you, I know you're trying to be positive and things like that, but then you have all these negative people around you. And if you have children that are old enough to be in your chat or to watch you, you know, because you know, sometimes if you let your kids know that you're on a platform, they'll go ahead and check you out. So do you really want them to go on your platform or check on your platform and they see all these negative people in your chat or in your comments, or even, or if it's a business, in your business or whatever? Do you really want them to see that? And then, you know, people could be disrespectful. Do you really want your child to see that? That when it's getting, you know, rated R, do you want your child to see that? Think about that. The energy you entertain is what you bring. You know, you keep entertaining that, that's going to keep you with the same people, around the same people, especially on your platform. It's going to keep you in that algorithm. And you think that because you're in an algorithm that keeps bringing you all the people, all the engagement, all the views, that that's actually good for you? No, because it's just going to keep bringing in those same kind of people. You're not going to get, it's not going to push it out to the quality people. And do people ever think about like sponsorships and things like that? Do you think that people are gonna want to give you a brand deal or any sponsorships when they see a whole bunch of rated R people around you or negative people around you? If that's what you're looking for, fine. Then maybe the people that, you know, the people that sell the X-rated stuff, maybe those people are the ones that will reach out to you. If you're okay with that, fine, keep going. But if you actually want some real sponsorships and deals, you definitely have to think about the kind of, you know, content and quality you are presenting. And even if you are positive on your platform, the people in your chat matters. Because if somebody from a company comes in your to check you out and they see the kind of people that are around you, they're not gonna want you to promote their product on your platform. So you really have to think about that, you know? Now, if that's the kind of platform you are, then that's fine, and there's no judgment about that. There's definitely no judgment about that because shoot, everybody needs some spicy time, you know? Everybody likes that spicy time, you know? If that's the kind of channel you have and you're being honest about. But if that's not the kind of channel you want, then you really have to think about, you know, what's going to happen for the future of your platform. Yeah, every platform gets trolls. You have to block them. Yep, that's what I say. But a lot of people say that, you know, it brings them engagement, it brings them views and things like that. So they think that's actually good when actually that is not good. I actually did a video on invalid traffic, that even after you get monetized, that you can actually get demonetized from it. And that's not a lie. That's not me trying to tell you what to do. You know, that's not me being jealous of you. That's reality. You know how many people that I have seen and even that I know that have got demonetized because YouTube saw all the engagement from the trolls and the bots as invalid traffic, and even though you got to get to that step of getting monetized, they took away their money, you know? And do you really want to go through that? I know I don't. So if I rather grow slow and steady than grow with the wrong people, you know? And what I talk about is, it might not be from my experience, but it's from people that I know. So why wouldn't I try to bring that to you? So why wouldn't I try to bring that to you guys, my supporters, you know, or even just anybody, so you guys will learn from that, you know? So your platform won't get messed up because of that. So you won't lose money. And if you think that it's about jealousy or just because I'm not monetized at the moment, like you know, who she thinks she is? She's not even monetized and she's trying to give advice. If you take it that way, then fine, don't listen to me. But when you get monetized and then a month or two later you get demonetized, you remember me. Remember me saying this. You're going to say, damn, Mom of Three was right. Mom of Three was right. Now what? Now what am I going to do? Because of all this invalid traffic, I'm losing my money. When I was so happy, you know, I was gung ho to get to that step of YouTube to get monetized, which that's definitely not a problem. I understand some people need it more than others, but you know, some people need it more than others, and some people that's not even their goal, you know. But it is my goal to get monetized. It's Lily's goal to get monetized. If you're on this platform, why not get monetized? But do it in the right way. Do it with quality content, you know. Do it with quality people in your chat, you know. Have y'all ever seen someone say they're about positivity but move messy as heck? Do you guys ever see that? Because I know I do. I'd be laughing too, because they be swearing, you know, they kick you to the curb. They kick you know, people that were really there for them to the curb. And then little by little, you see all the quality people leaving. And what do they have left? The non-quality people. And sometimes I just gotta laugh. Like, that's what you wanted? You wanted to get rid of all the quality people that really cared for you, that really wanted to see you grow? Is that what you really wanted? Well, if that's what you really want, you got what you want. Good for you. But that's not the way I want to grow. That's not the way I'm growing. I want to grow with quality people. I want to grow with quality supporters. And I want to gain quality supporters as well. I want to, be in a positive community that is really about positivity and community, you know? Um, And let's talk about this too. The people that advise these kind of people in the wrong way. What about that? The people that actually tell them or give them the wrong advice just because they. Oh, you could have left that. I look like a gay. Women are beautiful, even though I'm not gay. But whatever. But yeah, so the people that actually advise people the wrong way just because they might be doing that in their business or they might be doing that in their platform. Or what? Because I have a sweater on, a hoodie? That's me. But, um hold on 1 minute, guys. Ooh. Now Stormy wanna be loud. So yeah. So those people that advise you in the wrong way just because they might be doing that in their platform or their business, you know to me it'd be crazy. Like, how did you choose to go by the advice of that person but not go by the advice of somebody that was just genuinely trying to help you? And not saying that of course, you have to do exactly what whoever advises you. You don't have to do it, but to start acting funny with the people that were trying to advise you, that to me is where the weirdness comes in. Like, where they do that at? Look at this cat messing up my my light. Hey, Enchanted. Thank you, my little my little 1-year old. I have a 1-year old cat and a 14-year old cat. So yeah, so those people, taking the advice from other people, and although, like I said, I know your business might grow, your platform might grow, but do you want the negative people? Do you want those negative people? I don't know. Hey, Detroit. Hey, hey, hey. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for hitting subscribe if you haven't hit subscribe, you know. But just because something works for someone else doesn't mean that it'll work for you. You know, different audience, different goals, different responsibilities. You have to remember and think the person that you are receiving the advice from and actually listening to it, do they have the same kind of business that you have? Do they have the same goals that you have? You have to think about those things. Like, nothing's wrong with listening to the advice. But the thing is, are you guys headed towards the same goal? Do you have the same business? Do you have the same kind of platform? You have to think about that because many times I know, you know, say like Lily and I, we both like to cook, you know? Yes, I bring cooking to my channel, but I also bring the gossip, the news, things like that. Whereas Lily, she really focuses on her cooking, you know? So, are we gonna take the advice from the same people? No. You know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying, you know? But it's like if I'm a cooking channel and um somebody is I don't know, a I don't sorry guys, but since I see so many gamers, so if I'm a cooking channel and this is my friend is a gamer and that's all they do, I'm gonna listen to their advice, but am I gonna do everything they tell me to? We both have two different platforms. So of course we're growing different. We have different supporters, you know? We have different goals for our channels. You just have to think about it like that. So, especially when kids are involved, like, are you really gonna wanna do what certain people that really aren't focused on their kids or really care what their kids see when you know you are the person that does want to be different around your child and not show them certain things. You know, there's parents that show their kids everything, and then there's parents that actually don't show their kids everything. You know, you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to be not too messy, you know? I'm just trying to be open, but not too open. So you don't build longevity by being, loud. You build it being intentional. You know, you have to be intentional about your channel. So be intentional about the people you bring into your channel, the people that support you. You don't want people that bring that negative energy that I'm telling you, like I literally be watching people, observing, because to me, although it's funny, it's more funny to me than anything because I be laughing how some people be saying, yeah, I'm positive, I promote positivity and this and that, and when you go to their channel, it's nothing but mess. It's nothing but mess and chaos in their chat. So to me, it'd be funny to me, especially if it's somebody that, you tried to look out for before or knew somebody that tried to look out for them and they treated them a certain way. It'd be funny to me, you know? And then when somebody goes into their chat or whatever that tries to help them as well and that they know on a personal level, and you can tell that when they entered that chat it just did something to that person because they only literally stood for like 5 minutes, and then they're like, peace out, like, I can't deal with this. I don't know how you can. But and then the person makes it seem like, this is mine, so oh well, that's not how it goes. I mean, whatever, you know. Pause. Yeah, right. I don't say pause like that, but yeah. I say what I say and I mean what I mean without pause. But yeah. So, you don't grow by burning bridges with people who actually care for you. That's not, to me, that's not how I want to grow. And, I definitely know even now that I don't know everything. So I'm willing to take any advice anybody wants to give me. I take a lot of advice from a lot of different people, and I actually listen, you know? I do listen. Not all, I mean, not everything I feel is meant for me, and I'll be honest about it, but like if it's certain things, I do. I even I have a poll on my community wall about my name change. Like, I don't only think about myself, I think about my supporters as well and what you guys think. Like, I'm planning to change my name, and I gave three different names and an option to give me advice if you have something different than the options I gave you. Um because I know I don't know everything, and I'm open to hearing from others. I'm genuinely, interested in hearing from others. Stormy. So, you shouldn't burn bridges with people that actually care about you. That's all I'm saying. I hate when people say they're doing something their way because they don't want to, listen to what people say, like people are telling them what to do, when it's generally just, somebody's just giving you genuine good advice or just advice. I don't know if it's good or not, but stop taking it as jealousy. Stop taking it as somebody telling you what to do. It's just, we're grown. It's not for all that. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely don't grow by surrounding yourself with yes men, with clout chasers, with people that gonna stroke your ego all the damn time, and the negative energy. You don't grow like that. And you shouldn't want to. So, yeah, I believe everyone around you should benefit your growth. Yes or no? What do you think? Do you think everybody around you should benefit your growth? Just that if everybody around you should basically do what you want them to do, or think how you want them to think, or see things the way you see, or do you want people that have different opinions than you, um and don't think, the same as you, you know people might see things differently than you. Exactly. Imagine if everybody was the same. If everybody was the same, how boring this world would be. And how are you going to learn? I want people around me that I can continue to grow from, that I'm always learning. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that's how a lot of us feel. We want people that are going to, you know, teach us something. Because if I'm the smartest person in the room, I don't want to be in that damn room. Am I right or wrong? Who wants to be the smartest person in the damn room? I want to continue learning. Stormy. Stormy. Yeah, we all different and we all have our own opinions. Solo flute said different opinions. Nope. How would I know if I'm smart or not? Yes, thank you, Big Step. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And I usually don't do these kind of streams. And I say, you know what? Let me just come out and get on a regular stream, no specific topic. And then I just see somebody before this that made me talk about this. So it's like it was meant to be, I guess. And so, yeah. All right. Thank you for passing through. I appreciate you. Big stepper. Maybe we'll bump into each other. Good night. Thank you. So exactly, how would we know if we're the smart one or not? If we have yes men all around us, you know? And I don't need people that are always going to try to stroke my ego either. Tell me the truth sometimes. Tell me what you think. Stormy's crying like a little baby. Stormy, if it's not one or the other. If it's not the 5-year-old, it's the fur baby. I could never be left in peace. I could never. But at some point, you do have to ask yourself, why do you keep attracting? Look. Yeah, my baby, my baby, my baby. He's looking at me like, woman, let me go. So, at a certain point, you have to ask yourself, why do you keep attracting the same kind of people in your business, in your chat, on your platform? It's because you let them. You let them in. You let them disrespect you, or for a come up. Because you want to come up. You think that you're going to come up with the negativity. Shame on you, you know? Everybody wants to come up, you know? But I want to come up with quality people. Yes. I want to come up with quality people that are going to be there and be supportive, but also be able to tell me if they see something wrong, if they see something, or if they think there's something I can do different. Yes. Bring that to me. I want to hear it. Please help me grow. You know? Help water me. Help me grow. And at some point, because it's not always everybody else, you can't tell me that people leave you, the quality people leave you little by little, and it's not you. Now, come on now. So you telling me all the quality people leave you and there's nothing that you're doing wrong? That it's all them? Definitely not. Something, you're taking something the wrong way. You're approaching it the wrong way. And you have to be honest with yourself. And at some point, you need to hold yourself accountable. You really need to rethink of everything. You don't have to restart, but you should start taking different actions towards your goal so you can get on the right track, you know, especially if you are trying to grow monetarily, financially, everything. You have to think that way because you don't want anything to impact your pockets, when you finally achieve that goal. You don't want anything to be in the way of that money. Let's be honest. All right. I like to hear that. You see? You need to surround yourself with people that help you grow. That you talk back and forth and give each other advice on things to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the focus, especially if you are trying to grow on YouTube. Surround yourself with people that help you grow. Not only one person either, because everybody has different ways and different ideas and different advice. You know? You have to just be willing to take it in and not think that it's a negative thing, because it's definitely not. There are people that actually care to see other people grow, you know, and they just want the best for you. And to me, it sucks when people don't see that, when people actually see people, that I know are not being negative in no kind of way, and they see them like that. They push them away, you know. I don't like that. So sometimes it's definitely the choices you choose, your mindset, the mindset in general. The refusal to listen can hurt you in the long run, you know? At least listen to the advice, and then you can decide what you want to take from that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, B3. So this live was just a little bit of something that, been on my mind. And, you know, as you do your scrolling, you see certain things. And at some point, you just have to let it out, because I do get, you know, a little tired of people that fake like they're all about positivity and stuff like that, when I think that they really do genuinely want that for themselves, but how they're going about it, that's where the issue starts, you know. And I'm the type of person that I do think about, like, if you said certain things, I listened, and I do think about things like that, and I figure that's why, they do the things they do. Because, I am that, like, what is it called, like, empathetic. I listen, and I start thinking, I know that they went through this in life, or they did, or this happened to them in life, so this is probably why they're doing this. So I do think like that. So even though I'm talking like this now and it might seem like judgment, it really isn't. I really would love for people to actually just think differently and want to grow in a genuine way that helps them, not only now, but in the future. I booted a rock thinking it was a foam dog bowl last night. Would have went flying if it wasn't a rock. Oh my goodness. You're crazy. You're tired, you said? You're tired. It's still, well, it's still kind of early for you. Saturday night. Saturday night. Slightly busted a toe. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. That's funny. So yeah, I was basically talking about quantity. Oh, I mean, not quantity. Quality over quantity. You know, people like bring, how they're growing their business or their platform. Are they, you know? the people that talk about that they're positive, but letting so many negative people around them and thinking that that's the best way to grow, not wanting to take people's advice because they think that, you know, those people are jealous of them, or, you know, judging them, or just trying to tell them what to do. And that there's a lot of people out there that think that way, and that they're actually hurting themselves in the long run. So please double tap that screen, hit that like button, whichever one's easier for you. Thank you for being here. So I said a lot. I've been on for an hour. I was on an hour before this, talking about Blueface and Stunner Girl and all the chaos that is him, you know. But I felt like I needed to let it all out about this subject, so I came on and spoke, you know. So I hope this video actually helps someone, you know, realize that there are genuine people in this world, you know, even if you just meet them, to not judge them just by their words, you know, get to know them before you start judging them. That's very important. You know, no matter how they look, you know, like even me, that I'm moving my head like this and this and that, you know, that's just me. I'm not, I don't think I'm all that. I don't think that I know it all. It's just me. Get to know people before you judge them, guys. Get to know people. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't hate. This is concern. Yeah, I'm sure you do, B3. You respect Blueface's script, and I bet you do. Um, so this is just, you know, because I've seen too many people self-sabotage while calling it confidence, you know? They're trying to grow their numbers, and they may be doing so. But in the long run, are you? Are you really? Especially on this platform. If you think you're growing with all those negative people in your chat, please check out my video about invalid traffic, because I really dropped some gems in that one. So check it out. And I did some about bots also, and trolls. Check out that video as well. That will help you if you're trying to grow your platform, even if you get monetized, how it can mess you up. Okay? So please don't take this as judgment. Don't take it as I know it all, because I do not. I don't. And I'm open to anybody that has anything to say to me in a respectful way. So, what is confidence without wisdom? That's just ego. So I don't want nobody that's, you know, only gonna feed my ego. You know what I'm saying? So please double tap the screen, hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe. If you would like to donate, my Cash App is pinned. Any donations are greatly appreciated. So if, you know, if this hit, it hit. If it didn't, it didn't. But if you're building something, a platform, a brand, a life, a business, who you listen to matters. Believe me. You don't want all negative people around you. You want people that are going to help you grow, people that are not going to feed your ego. You know, you want some people to tell you the truth. And that is the way you're gonna grow. Constructive criticism is important in life, believe it or not. You know? And who you ignore might have been the ones trying to save you. The ones that would have been the best thing for you. But, oh well. Continue listening to the ones that don't really care. The ones that actually talk shit behind your back before. Keep listening to them if that's what you want. But anyway, if you know, you know. Yeah. So later, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Sleep well. Yeah, sleep well. Later, B3. Later, sis. Thank you for everybody that came through. If you're watching the replay, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching my video. Please hit that like button, subscribe. And even after I get off this live, you can always donate. Thank you. See you later, guys.